People online are actually quite interesting. When you say the stroke should be bigger, they'll bring up Lin Shidong and Fan Hendong. When you say the stroke should be smaller, they'll mention Mao Long and Zhu Xin. So the stroke can be big or small, it depends on the incoming ball. There will definitely be adjustments. There is truly no absolutely correct stroke. What matters more is teaching you how to handle different balls. Reasonableness. If you learn only a fixed stroke, you'll only be able to play against one type of opponent. And that opponent has to give you the ball perfectly. We're amateurs. Our focus is on strengthening adjustment ability, not pushing a single technique to its limit. You can learn the basic strokes. But after that, it's about how to play the ball more reasonably. So let's talk about this. Why do we feel backspin balls are difficult? Because there are 3 things we don't do well. First, after serving, our center of gravity doesn't go down. That's the first reason. Second, our brushing ability isn't strong enough. Third, we always apply force like this. Always lifting upward. Backspin has a lot to do with footwork positioning. Squatting down and lowering your center of gravity is unavoidable. You need to be lower than the ball. Only then can you find the correct contact point. Your body must go down. We really can't skip this. I used to try to find an alternative for everyone. The only possible alternative is short pips. With inverted rubber, you must squat down. I thought about those whose legs hurt, since many people have knee discomfort. Can we tighten the core a bit? And press the shoulder down? Let me demonstrate a loop for you. If your legs hurt, can we do it like this? Look, my legs aren't really generating force. Just try to lower yourself as much as possible. That way you get better combined force. If your legs don't hurt, then squat more solidly and push with the legs. If your legs hurt, stand a bit higher. Use core engagement to lower your center. Use shoulder and elbow pressure to get down. But your body can't stay completely upright. If you're too high, you'll mostly contact the ball with the lower part of the racket. You won't use the middle or upper part. Once you miss the optimal force point, the brushing requirement becomes extremely high. Then the ball will easily slip off the racket. If your leg strength is good, then squat, stabilize, and press down. If you really can't press down, stand a bit higher. Engage the core and press the shoulder. But you must truly sink down. This problem can't be avoided. As long as you use inverted rubber, you must go down. Why do we press the shoulder? Some people may not fully understand this. Because your arm length is limited. If your shoulders are level, or even raised, look at me standing at the table. This is your minimum reach. Now look where I stand. If you want to find the combined force, you have to press like this. This is combined force. So if you want to get lower, press the waist and press the shoulder. The hand can be this low. My hand itself hasn't changed. From here to here. It's driven by the body adjusted through body movement. I can also get this low. This comes from body movement. It's not just about lowering the hand. Your body posture has to change. Then it becomes smooth. It's not purely driven by the hand. No matter how low you drop it, it's still only table height. Your center of gravity must go down. If your legs are strong, squat with the legs. If your legs aren't strong, sink the center of gravity by pressing down. Yes, after pressing down, you'll feel the combined force is very good. Most players at this stage taking the ball early, without lowering the center of gravity. This is really the issue. When the ball comes to the forehand, if you can get down, you will not rush the timing. Look how natural this shot is. Because the contact height for topspin is completely different from backspin. You need to be lower than the ball. And much lower. Next, let me talk about brushing. Most players just touch the ball when facing spin. When I touch this ball, look. With side spin topspin, touching it gives this result. In fact, both creating spin and dealing with spin require brushing with force. Brushing isn't just movement. It requires acceleration and added force. I'll push with the forehand. Everyone watch closely. I apply a bit of force. Brush the ball down to the bottom. And send it forward. Or if they serve side spin topspin, I set the racket upright and cut downward. That breaks the spin. So if you can apply some force while brushing, you'll generate spin. A big reason is mental. Many people are afraid to brush with force. The second point is whether your brushing can be focused and quick. Don't worry yet about whether the ball will go over. But never be tentative, don't just touch it. Because with spin, a light touch will never work. The wrist force at the moment of contact. Don't focus on arm force. For example, control your forearm and only feel the wrist and fingers. This is even easier on the backhand. Watch the control and added force. Don't feel like the arm is doing the work. Magnify the feeling of that instant. Instead of completing an entire stroke and making that the focus. If the brushing moment is weak, even a correct framework is useless. Good-looking technique alone is meaningless. Relax when you need to relax, and apply force when it's time to apply force. The key lies in the fingers and wrist at the moment of contact. You'll notice that some top-level players don't have pretty or even textbook technique, yet their shot quality and accuracy are extremely high. That's because they are able to grasp the core key point of the movement.